The truth about Tiga is hidden. This plane was a Boeing 777. It carried 239 souls. Yet no distress call was ever made. No mayday. Nothing. Satellite data shows the aircraft made a sharp turn west. Then it flew for 7 hours into the southern Indian Ocean. This path defies every known protocol. Pilots are trained to communicate during emergencies, but Tiga went completely silent. This transponder was switched off manually. Someone in the cockpit did this. The plane then flew low to avoid radar. It hugged the border between Malaysia and Thailand. This is not a mechanical failure. This is deliberate action. But here is the contradiction. The plane flew for hours after going off radar. Yet no one knows who was at the controls, or if anyone was conscious. The Inmarsat satellite received hourly pings from the plane. These pings revealed a path south. But the data was only analyzed days later. Critical time was lost. If the plane ran out of fuel, it would glide. But no debris field matched a normal crash. The ocean search found nothing for years. Zero wreckage. Then in 2015, a piece of wing washed up on Reunion Island. Confirmed the plane crashed, but the main wreckage remains missing. How is that possible? The official narrative says the plane crashed due to hypoxia, but new evidence suggests something else. The plane's final turn was not random. It was precise. Radar data shows the plane climbed to 40,000 feet. Then it dove rapidly. This maneuver is impossible for a plane with no pilot, unless someone was in control. Whoever was flying knew exactly how to avoid detection. They turned off the ACAR system. They flew below commercial airspace. This was a calculated disappearance. But why would a pilot do this? Captain Zahari Shah was a family man. He had no known motive, yet his flight simulator contained a route into the Southern Ocean. This is the impossible contradiction. The evidence points to a deliberate act, but the motive remains a complete mystery, and the plane's final resting place is still unknown. The Indian Ocean is a vast, dark abyss. It swallows everything without a trace. Flight Tiga entered this emptiness on a moonless night. No visual references, no radar coverage. Satellite data was the only witness, but its language is numbers, not certainty. The Inmarsat satellite logged 7 handshakes, each one a silent ping from the unknown. These pings revealed the plane flew south for hours. But why? No one knows. We upload videos like this every day. Subscribe so you don't miss out. Television. The environment itself became a suspect. The southern Indian Ocean is the planet's most remote place. Weather data from that night shows extreme turbulence. Perfect storm for disaster. But the plane's last known position was far from any storm. It flew into clear sky. Then, a sudden turn. Not programmed. Not explained. A ghost at the controls. The ACAR system went silent before the turn. It was deliberately disabled. Whoever did this knew the plane's systems. They erased its voice. The ocean floor is a graveyard of failed searches. Mountains, trenches, volcanic ridges, 7 years of scanning, and only fragments found. The environment keeps its secrets. The first piece of wreckage washed ashore on Reunion Island. It was a flaperon, a part of the wing that should have told a clear story, but the damage was inconsistent. Some edges were cleanly cut, as if by a sharp blade, not the violent force of a crash. This contradiction sparked a fierce debate among experts. Could the plane have been deliberately ditched, not crashed? The official search focused on a vast arc in the southern Indian Ocean, but the seabed there was a rugged, unexplored frontier. Sonar scans revealed debris fields, but none matched the main wreckage. Each false lead drained resources and morale. The timeline of communication attempts was equally baffling. The last satellite ping occurred hours after fuel exhaustion, yet the plane's systems sent no distress signals. No mayday, no transponder code, silence from the cockpit. Investigators replayed every second of radar data. The plane turned sharply west, then south, as if guided by a steady hand. But who was at the controls? The pilot's flight simulator contained a similar route to the Southern Ocean. Coincidence? The psychological toll on the lead investigators was immense. They worked for years with no closure, haunted by the family's faces. One senior official admitted in private that they might never know the truth. The silence of the ocean was absolute. Meanwhile, a new theory emerged. The plane could have been hijacked remotely, but no evidence supported this claim. The failed search protocols cost over $150 million. Yet the main wreckage remains undiscovered. For the families, every piece of debris brought hope, then despair. The flaperon was a cruel tease of closure. The investigation hit a dead end. The data was incomplete, the theories contradictory. The truth slipped through every crack. The official story leaves too many holes. Fringe theories rush in to fill the void. Deliberate sabotage by the pilot is one popular theory, but the evidence is thin. Others believe a hijacking gone wrong. No group ever claimed responsibility. A more radical idea suggests the plane was shot down by military forces. No debris confirms this. Some propose an unknown atmospheric phenomenon, a giant whirlpool in the sky. Why do we cling to these explanations? Because uncertainty is unbearable. Our minds crave patterns. We see conspiracies where there is only chaos. The mystery forces us to confront our own limitations. We are not all-knowing. Accepting the unknown is humbling. It reminds us of our place in the universe. Perhaps the greatest truth is that some questions have no answers. Tiga is not a puzzle to solve. It is a mirror reflecting our need for closure. We must learn to sit with the silence. The plane is gone. The mystery remains. Welcome. Before we begin, hit subscribe so you don't miss our daily updates. Bell last chance. Subscribe now before we launch our new series. Unlocked.